Hello students, so today we'll continue lesson 6 CSS, cascading style sheet. Now in the last class we have discussed about the text properties, that is the letter spacing, word spacing. Now see this HTML code and the output. As you can see in this inside the head, see style tag is open and type equals to text CSS. This is the attribute of the style tag. Now the rules is written for the body element of the web page. Now for the body, the color of the text on the web page is set gray. Now the rules written for the paragraph. See the selector is the paragraph element. Font weight is set bold. Text indent is 30 pixel. Line height 1.5. Now for the heading 2, rules are set: text alignment of the heading, center, text decoration, underline, text transform, capitalize, word spacing 5 pixel. Now for heading 1, font family Georgia, text align, center. For heading 3, text align, center, color red, letter spacing 5 pixel, style close, head close. Now see the body, background color equals to black. So the background color of the web page is set, you can see the black. Now the image src equals to first. So with the help of the image tag, we added this image on the web page. And firstcard.jpg is the name of this image file. Now the height of this image is set 50% and width is 50%. Alignment you can see the left of the web page. So second heading, world's first automobile is written C. Second heading, S2 level, heading 1, the bench patent water wagon. Now heading 3 is the specification. Now with the help of the table tag, the table is created on the web page. Table border equals to 2 pixels, style color is for this. Style rule is written style color yellow. Now here the style is used as an attribute. Table style equals to color yellow. This is called the inline style. Now with the help of the TR, now the align center will place the table on the center of the web page, as you can see. Now with the help of the TR, row is created in the table, and with the help of the TD we create the columns in the table, as we have learned about this in the HTML chapter. Okay, so now we move to the next. Now see the background property. So here the background property is in CSS allows you to control the background of any element. So the property that can be set are the background color, background image, background repeat, background position, or background attachment that can be set. So background color. This background color property is used to set a specific color as the background of an element. As you can see the syntax, background color value. So with the value for the background color, maybe the color name like red, green, blue, any hexa value code. You can use any red, green, blue color code or transparent. You can keep the background color. Now see the syntax back for the paragraph, background color is set line. For the paragraph, see here again, background color is set in RGB 220, 20 or 60. Now the background image. With the help of this property, we set a specific image as the background image for the body element. By default, the background image is placed at the top left corner of an element. Then it is represented in both the direction vertically and horizontally to fill up the whole space of a web page. See the background image or value. We can use the value should be the URL or path of the image or none. Now see the rules written for the paragraph background. So the background for the paragraph we have set. See the URL one image we have in the C drive text under the desktop folder image1.jpg. Inside the body, see the background image. Again, we have to given the URL. I have set the background image for the body tag also. Use for the web page. For the paragraph also it is set, and for the web page also it is set. So there, the body style is equals to background image. Again, the URL is set desktop image 3.jpg, or the background color is hash CCCCC. That is the yellow color. Now see the paragraph style. The background image is URL desktop image.3jpg. background color line. All these are the syntax for the background color. Now the background repeat property. So by default, the background image is repeated both horizontally and vertically to fill up the whole space of the element. However, we can control this behavior by using the background repeat property and by specifying one or the four given values. So four values can be given to the background property, background repeat, that is no repeat, repeat along x direction, x-axis, repeat y, repeat along y direction, and only simply repeat in both direction. So no repeat, the image will not be displayed only once. Repeat text, the image will be repeated horizontally in the form of titles. Repeat y, the image will be replaced vertically in the form of titles. Repeat default value, the image is repeated in both the direction. Now the syntax you can see for the paragraph rule is written background image is set to URL C desktop image1.jpg and the background repeat is the repeat text. So the image will repeat along x-axis as you can see here. No repeated image, that is single image. Vertically repeated image, three image. Here you can see the default pattern. Many types of the image is added. So using a background sorting property, we can write the property for the background. This property used as a shorthand method to set all the background properties in one single declaration. Now see the syntax background. First we write the color background, then we write the image background, then first we write the color, then background image, then background repeat. Now see the syntax that for the body element rule is written background and here we provide the image and after background the value we have used for the URL hash 00FF00. Now see the inside the body we have written the inline style equals to background as this image3.jpg no repeat. So this effect will not be added because the same rule we have decided we have written inside the head also. Now setting the margin for individual slides. So to set the margin for each side of an element, we can make the use of the following properties. Margin top to specify the top margin of an element, margin right to specify the right margin of an element, margin bottom to specify the bottom margin of an element, margin left to specify the left margin of an element. Syntax see margin side and you provide the value. Out of the given six values are there. Top, right, margin side, top, right, bottom, left, percentage or auto we can use. Length specifies the margins in units of length such as pixel you can give in point you can give in the centimeter you can give etc. So percentage specifies the margin in percentage of the width of the containing element. Auto margin is calculated by the browser automatically. So here the CSS rules is written inside the style for the paragraph margin top 50 pixel, background yellow color, font size 30 pixel as you can see here. Now see inside the body what is written in the one paragraph, your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Now second paragraph again written. So style here is set font family on type cursiva, font size 30 pixel, weight normal, margin top 100 pixel. So the positive altitude causes a reaction of the positive chain reaction of the positive thoughts. The positive attitude. Now, the positive attitude causes a chain reaction of the positive thoughts, events, and outcomes. It is a catalyst and it sparks the extraordinary results as you can see here. Now, see the setting margin using shorthand property. So we can specify the margin for all the sides of the element in one single declaration by using the margin shorthand. See the margin, after first we give the top value, then right value, bottom value, then left value. Top, right, bottom, left. See the value we can give in the length, percentage, auto. The margin property having four values. See, that is the left margin top value, margin right value, margin bottom value, margin left value. So 20 a pixel, that is the top value, top margin. 40 pixel, that is the right margin. 60 pixel, that is the bottom margin. And 80 pixel, that is the left margin. So this specify the top margin to be 20 pixel, right margin 40 pixel, bottom margin 60 pixel, and right margin 80 pixel. So margin property having three values: 20 pixel, 15 pixel, 10 pixel. Specifies the top margin to be 20 pixel, and left and right margin to be 15 pixel, and bottom margin is to be 10 pixel. Now margin property having two values: margin 20 pixel, 10 pixel. Specifies top and bottom margin to be 20 pixel, while the left and right margin to be 10 pixel. If you provide two values, so it will be taken as the top and bottom margin, and the left and right margin here is considered 10 pixel. Margin property having one value. So margin 20 pixel specifies all the four margins to be 20 pixel: left, right, top, bottom, all the four. If you specify one value, margins cannot have a background color, which can also give a negative values to the margin property. Next is the padding. Padding is defined as the space between the content and the border of an element. So this property is used like this. Here you can see the border, and it is the space between the content and the border. This is called the padding. So this property is used to add padding space to all the four sides of an element. By default, the padding space is 0. It can be specified in the some way as the margin property. Next is the padding individual sides. So the padding side value, you can give the length of percentage. Length specify the padding in units of length such as the pixel, point, centimeter, and percentage specifies the padding in percent with respect to the width of the containing element. Now here for the paragraph, we have written the padding top 100 pixel, padding bottom 30 pixel, padding right 15 pixel, padding left is 10 pixels. So the paragraph font family monotype cursiva, font size 70 pixel, font width normal, padding top 50 pixel. The more good wishes and the kind feelings we have for others, the more happiness we bring for us. So this is all for the today, students. In the next class we will continue the remaining topic of this lesson, that is the border properties. Okay, so this is all for today. Thank you for your kind attention.